Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Myst III Exile. We found a painting, we turned on a magma generator which turned on this, which we're going to just kind of play with I guess until we figure out what region it's supposed to be within as far as this pressure gauge. But first things first, let's read another chapter of the Book of Atris. As we're trying to get through all of this. So 9.3.6.6, I'd almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Myst. In the 10 years since my sons Cirrus and Aknar, which I guess it would have been 10 years when this game came out since Myst 1 came out. Because it took like 4 years for Riven to come out and it took 3 years for this to come out. So maybe a little less than that. In the 10 years is a lot of time though to move your story forward. Cirrus and Aknar left me trapped on Kavir Island and burned so many of our books. He was trapped on Kavir Island? I thought he was trapped in the ruins of Dunny. Maybe that's an island in Dunny. Although it seems like the game is implying that Dunny was a city. Burned so many of her books, Catherine and I rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy. First with writing ages like Averone, then with searching the ages of Dunny for survivors. Which... it's funny because the ages of Dunny gives you the idea that maybe he's going through different time points in the same universe and world. But that is also something we never see. There is a puzzle later on that seems like you might be traveling through time, and then it turns out you aren't. Slight spoiler for that puzzle, which is kind of amazing. So... the fact that he says there are many ages of Dunny almost pronounces it like Dunny is this floating society that goes to many different worlds, and the city was just one of the worlds, and the city and the ruins that Atris was trapped in are only a part of that. Anyways, continuing, I always said we would spend more time on Myst eventually. The truth is I have been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I'm immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know that I'm partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there were something I could have done to reach out to them, to the boys before. Enough. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Like my Dunny kinsmen, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps in the process I will find forgiveness and hope. So, like, he's taking a little bit of responsibility for what his sons did, which I think Atris kind of deserves. That there is this underlying thought. Oh, I guess I'm going for this red line, by the way. That's probably what I'm going for. That Atris's father was not a good parent, and that led to Atris not being the greatest of parents, that led to his sons not being the greatest of sons. So let's see if this... so we're like one under. And that will be way over. And this one is just always stuck. So you only have 3 right now. that you can manipulate. So unless this is a scenario where you're supposed to fail the first time to unstick this one, I kind of don't know. Yeah, I kind of don't get what you're supposed to do. Seems like any of them, and there's nothing on this side, any two of them seem to be okay. So we've got a handle. Let's turn on all three of them. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything at any different angles. So it's not right. And this this one's out of steam. Okay. So we'll just try and close everything. Now. Okay, now when I click this, it fills this again. Well, what happens if I just click this again? It still does the thing I want it to do. Maybe I don't want it to do that. Because we want the steam, I think, to go that direction. Maybe. And we can't walk on this rope and go over there. I don't see anything else. Let's see. So that will open as long as there's steam in here. Okay. That worked when there was no steam in it. And now that opened up another valve. Okay, cool. Not 100% sure how I would have figured out that, but okay. We can do this then. Clearly, this is an important valve. And we'll see what... Are we just trying to go in the negative way instead of the positive way to line this up? See, I don't quite get this. If I went back down, let's just see what happens. Okay. We again closed all the valves, and that brought us even higher. But there's no pathway or anything here, so... And these all shot open again. This feels like this is gonna be a super simple puzzle. So I have like the maximum. Oh, but it's only the elevators that is moving. It's not the valves. So I'm thinking what is going to happen here. Come on. Because we're going down now. The other direction. So we closed 3 rows of valves. And now it's going to be a matter of opening them all back up again and seeing how that works. Unless we're supposed to just... Unless we were supposed to just do that. Which we probably weren't. So this one down here is still stuck. And so we got it down to the lowest amount of pressure possible. Which I'm thinking, now that I can go up, I'm not really sure what I did to trigger that I could go up and down the elevator though. So now it's just going to be a tester to see if there's things here to open to get right on that line. So that's too far. Let's try this one. That seems too far too. Let's go up again. It's kind of funny that the why? Interesting. What did I do that makes it so I can't go up again? Is there just not enough steam? Maybe the 5 clicks here are an indicator. The controls here are awkward, certainly. down still works. Alright. Now that those are closed, it should let me get up all the way to the top, and I think I'm just gonna have to solve this puzzle from the top moving downward, which might add some complication to it, but it might not, depending particularly if there are multiple solutions. And we know there's nothing more here, so that's one, and frankly that might be the only one we actually need, so let's just leave that. Because we were only one off before, and then I'm just gonna open a couple of these and hope that's good enough to go back down, and I'm hoping I can just manipulate the rest of these to where they're supposed to be. There's a lot of trial by error going on right now. I'm 2 points off. Do I have enough steam to go up? No. Should be able to go up now. I don't know why it specifically wants me to be looking in this direction. Probably just because that makes it easier to animate. So what does this do? That's too much, I think. I think that's too much too. This doesn't seem like it really wants to work. Maybe what I'm supposed to do is line up the red line up top. I doubt this is really the case, but we'll see. That's just like one. That's exactly... So if we've got the red line down here, and then we go down, and we'll see if we can get it all the way to the yellow line by opening up all the valves here. I doubt that this is the case. Yeah. I should be overshooting it by quite a lot here. But I didn't see any real solution or any suggestion that this is anything more than just a random brute force approach that you're supposed to take. Okay. So we're like really high. And there's no going down. And right now I should not be able to go up. How many points were we off is the question. I should have counted. I'm not playing thoroughly enough. Right. One of these needs to be closed. Let's hope it's that one. I don't know if it is that one, but let's just guess. And then open these. You can definitely feel if this was a more modern game, this would react a lot faster. How much does that overshoot it? Well, this one, right, with all three of these open, this overshoots it by 1, 2, 3. And I'm hoping that that'll let me go up. So if we can reduce the pressure by 3, that's what we were looking for. That wasn't really 3, that was about 5. One, two, that was about 5 too. That was about 5 too. It feels like what this really is a case of is it doesn't matter what you do. So if I shut off everything here, I just still don't think I can go higher. I have to go back down. I have to reduce the amount of outtake. By a lot more. And then go all the way to the top. You know, it would be nice if it just automatically took you to the level that the pressure was built to. That would change how complicated this puzzle is, certainly, but I kind of feel like that's where this kind of needed to go. Yeah. Right, so if I open this, that gives us 1, which is not helpful. If I close this, that's 1, the other direction. That's one in that direction. That's one in that direction. So I'm thinking that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, you can't pull this forward, it only goes back. So the game's telling you can't go any higher. Okay. Let's turn everything on up here. I don't know if that's too much or too little. And we'll start turning things on here. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. I think if I turn off this, go up and close one, I think I can get this to work. Although this is taking a long time, certainly. So we just need one closed here. Anyone should do, because I don't think I think it doesn't really have anything to do with anything as far as the position. And open. Seriously? Okay. If I was to go up again and turn down one. I know once we solve this will probably be inflated, this balloon. So we've got to do this. So maybe if I close one here and go back down, I probably at this point would need to go back up all the way though, because I bet this puts me like too short. Okay. So if we can get back down to the red point, go all the way to the top, open up two valves, and then come all the way back down to the bottom and turn everything on. Maybe that will be right. So one. You think maybe I'm wrong here? What's weird is this line is kind of not in anything. I guess it should be 2. And maybe 3? Do I want to go back down now? Do I want to go back down now, or do I want to open another one? I said 2, so let's try 2. I don't think there's a reason to do anything with that. But if there is, we could probably come back up and deal with that. So the assumption here is that these 3 valves will do a full 180 on the power. That looks right to me. Got it. And so it flies around and inflates this floating ship. Which now is moving via rail towards the wall. So we can just walk right under it. And we're going to go a little late today because I think we deserve to see this all the way through. So it's a little uncertain where the ship becomes. Does it become a transitional thing that I use to move, or am I just moving the ship to perhaps move the gas inside of it to steam engine power or something else? I think we're close to being done, but I still feel like there is one more puzzle, one big puzzle left to do. So we're going to pull this and it should open it, and then it's going to follow this track that way. So I don't know if it's going to wait for me or if it's just going to go. I doubt this is a time test. None of the puzzles in a Myst game have ever been timed, and it's not like I have control of the game right now anyways. Oh, nope, it just grabbed a hold of the platform. Interesting. Very interesting. That was definitely a difficult puzzle that really just required a lot of brute forcing. We're now at save point 8, which tells me we're 4 hours into the game. And yeah, that does mean we're probably a little bit late. We should have been done with this island by now, but we're taking our time and having fun with it. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game on my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.